हेलो फ्रेंड्स, नमस्कार। मैं विष्णु अग्रवाल मुंबई महाराष्ट्र से आपका एक बार फिर से स्वागत करता हूं। दोस्तों, आज हम आए हैं ग्लोबसेक्योर टेक्नोलॉजीज़ में और हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं कंपनी के सीईओ श्री सरवनन जी। हेलो सर, वेलकम टू स्टॉक नॉक्स।
गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड
वेलकम
मॉर्निंग।
टू ग्लोबसेक्योर टेक्नोलॉजीज।
थैंक यू सो मच एंड थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विद अस। दोस्तों, आज हम बात करेंगे इनकी कंपनी के बिजनेस के बारे में और कंपनी क्या करती है। इससे पहले एक स्टैंडर्ड डिस्क्लेमर। दोस्तों, दिस इज़ नॉट अ बाय एंड सेल रिकमेंडेशन। ये सिर्फ हम इसलिए लाते हैं ताकि आप ये कंपनी को और बेहतर तरीके से जान पाएँ। अगर आप हमारे साथ जुड़ना चाहते हैं तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में हमारा व्हाट्सअप चैनल का लिंक है। प्लीज़ क्लिक ऑन दैट लिंक और हमारे साथ जुड़ जाइए। तो चलिए बात करते हैं सरवनन जी से और समझते हैं इनकी कंपनी के बारे में। सर, आवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ टेल अस व्हाट यू डू।
Okay. Everybody talk about cybersecurity.
Yeah, sir.
Everybody hears the word cybersecurity.
Correct.
But a lot of people doesn't understand what is cybersecurity
Right,
itself.
right.
That's why we demystify that to make it sure people understand that first.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
And second thing is, there are a lot of vacuum which we have in the cybersecurity space.
Yes.
Okay. So people even selling an antivirus today thinks that they are doing cybersecurity.
Right.
As well as normal any vendor which we talk about. You think about a company which does security. Cybersecurity is just not purely security of an endpoint. That is a computer which you have at home. You have an antivirus in it.
Yes.
It is not just the security part of it. It is not a cybersecurity. It is an infra-security or an endpoint security which we talk. So coming to a part of what we do basically.
Right.
Is in a layman's language.
Yes.
How do you
Understand this.
How do you understand? Right? And how do you secure your home?
So
What
if there
else?
is a, I mean, you are saying that how do we secure home? So we use the lock and we secure the home. We use CCTV cameras. So these are the few things that we use.
Okay. What else?
Maybe a security guard.
Okay. So what happens if the lock can be broken and CC can be broken
Yes.
and then the security can be banned?
Breached. Yeah.
Right? What happens to that next?
I mean, we are at risk. Then security is breached.
Correct?
Yeah.
So there are multiple layers of doing this, right?
Yes.
In your home, you have a bedroom.
Yes.
You have a locker.
ठीक है.
That is what is the security for you end of the day.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
What else is being breached?
Yeah.
End of the day, what need not be breached is your
Locker. Yes.
Are
Because
there-
all the valuables are there in there.
There could be valuables, that could be a documents which is there, everything
Absolutely.
is there.
Absolutely.
So even if we can access that without breaking the door or the lock or just monitoring through the CCTV, how are you going to stop these breaches?
Oh.
Even a window can help you to do this.
Right.
So we go on that particular locker
Oh.
and secure that first.
Okay.
On top of it, we put a almirah type of thing,
Okay.
and then we secure that.
Okay.
Then when we come out of the room, that we call it as a perimeter, right?
The area.
The room area.
That room area. Okay.
Okay. So we have a zone, then we have a particular place,
Yeah.
and the zone is covered by a perimeter.
Right.
So you need to secure every point so that the data cannot be taken out. Right? Now, I am accessible owner.
ठीक है.
I have a locker.
ठीक है.
I have the key.
And you have the password.
I have the password.
Right.
I go and take it.
Yes.
But it is a confidential information. Should
Right.
not go out of the room.
Right.
Right? How do you secure that? You are a legitimate user of the locker.
Okay. So let's break it now. So first you said there is a locker. So you need to preserve that locker. So you build an almirah around that locker, and the area you also create a mechanism so that area is also preserved, right?
Correct.
Now you're saying that is one part. It is to secure from somebody who does not have access. Now the other part is somebody who has access and is viewing the valuables in the locker. You want to safeguard that so that other people don't have a look at it and other people don't have an access in it.
Yes.
Now how do you do that?
So there are multiple options to do this, right?
Okay.
So this we call as data leakage prevention. right?
Okay.
DLP.
Okay.
When you talk about a DLP, it can be going from the locker itself,
Okay.
or I can take a photo
Okay.
and send it through email,
Right.
right? Or I can send it, upload it to a Google Cloud
Yes.
or whatever it is, right?
Correct.
Now what happens? So we have multiple options to do. So as we said, the locker is the endpoint, right? So we first stop it there itself. So
Okay.
locker accessibility is not there.
Okay.
When you are a legitimate user, you looked at it. You are legitimate,
Right.
but you're not supposed to take it out or copy it or anything, right? So which we protect.
Okay. So you copy it from any kind of infringement or copying data?
Yeah, there are multiple tools available to do this. There are multiple OEMs which does. OEM means the vendors who manufacture the products to do this across. This is a basic thing. Now, how many of the people know a OTP which comes to you from a bank is for what? A lot of people know, okay, just two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
That's what you do, two-factor
Right,
authentication. But two-factor authentication is not that simple. Okay. Normal people think it is OTP.
Yes.
We call it as multi-factor authentication.
Oh.
Okay. Today, for example, you are in Bombay now, and you access the ATM here. At the same time, after an hour, you are accessing something in Bangalore.
Right.
Is it right?
No, it is not possible because in 1 hour I cannot reach from
That
Bombay.
means you are breached.
Yes.
So,
So is that can be tracked?
yes,
Is it?
yes.
Oh.
That is where the levels of technology is growing today.
So are they mapping my location?
Yes, they'll map your location because they know you've done the transaction at 12 o'clock in the afternoon at Bombay,
Right.
and 1 o'clock you're doing a transaction in Bangalore,
Which is not possible.
which is not possible. Physically, you're not available there.
Right.
Until unless you have given your card to somebody and then he is there
So,
and
but-
then he's trying to do.
So my next question is, my transaction is not being stopped there, right?
It
So
will be
wha-
stopped.
It will be stopped?
Yes.
So will I be intimated then
Yes, you will be intimated.
that my security is being breached?
Yes.
Oh. So we as a company or as a society have reached to that level where we can say we are 100% secure?
No, security we can say every time 100%.
It can never be.
Never can be 100% security. Today you find a solution for a problem
Right.
and a breach.
Ah.
What happens next? The hackers are much smarter than us.
Right.
They find some other way to hack it across. Okay. So this is the basic thing of it. But if you look at, there are multiple solutions put together forms a cybersecurity, not just the products.
Right.
There are the people. How do you identify things?
Right.
How to identify the breach? How do you prevent the breach? Much before the breach happening, what are you going to do? So there are multiple solutions which goes through the log analysis and all those things to understand and predict
Right.
what can happen.
So the next question that I'd like to ask you is, we got a fair idea about the cybersecurity, though we'll ask you about the solutions or the products that you provide to deal in this ecosystem. But the next question is about the industry. Please give an idea about the cybersecurity industry. We know as a layman or as an someone who uses technology that cybersecurity is something which is very challenging and it is required by each and everyone who is using technology. But as an industry, give us a size, give us some insights about it. Where are we at this stage?
As you ask about the industry size and things, in 2023 we touched about USD $6 billion.
Oh,
That is
$6 billion.
$6 billion.
Oh.
And in 2024 expected to be $8.5 billion.
Okay.
With a CAGR growth of 30%, right? The expectation by the analyst says by 2022 we will be touching 25 to 30 billion. So that is the market size.
So you're talking about US dollars, 32.
US dollars.
Oh, so that's a very huge market.
Yes.
Okay.
So there are a lot of companies which is there
Right.
in the industry. How we evolve and be part of the race and get it across is not what we need to look at. And we are confident that we are specialized in multiple businesses and multiple services. So I'm sure we will also be part of the race.
Sure, sure. So we'll talk about the product and services, and you have given us a broader idea about the size of the industry. Please tell us the focus area. Where is the government focusing and where is within the industry, which is that part where India is focusing right now?
Okay. If out of India, there are multiple countries has implemented policies on personal data protection,
Okay.
right? So
We do not have as of now.
No, we have already come on that.
Okay.
This has been much earlier by other countries.
Oh.
But recently, a year back or something, there has been body formed to regulate the rules and things like that. So now it has been announced by the government and they concentrate on the particular point saying that digital personal data protection.
So personal data protection
Personal
is the
data-
one area where they are.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what's very clear about the government status.
So my Aadhaar data, my health records are going to be protected now.
yes.
So will it be correct to say that it is not protected now?
You cannot say that. It is protected by the banks and all those things.
Right.
It may not be to the hospitals.
So, but it's not regulated.
It is not regulated. But this regulation is going to push all these guys to comply to the rules which is saying. There is a set of rules is being formed, set of policies is being formed, and all of these institutions are the banks. They need to follow that and they need to comply with that things.
Great. So, how you as a company come into this? What are the products or solutions do you provide?
Yeah. So we have multiple ways of doing it.
Okay.
There are multiple products available. There are services. There are analysis teams, remediation teams which are available, right? So we are in part of all of these things, right? Now, I will also introduce Vivek, who's our technology head, who can explain you by the divisions, by departments, where it's going to have.
In terms of the products and services.
Products and services.
Glad.
And that will give you a major idea how, first of all, it will clarify how things is working in the security industry. Plus, what we do also will tell you on that.
So, can we have him?
Yeah. Well, Vivek, can you please?
Hello.
Vivek.
Vishnu. Fine, fine. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you
So, we'll take this conversation further. Let me see you. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us and giving us an insight about the business and industry. We'll take forward with Mr. Vivek and understand about the products. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. So, दोस्तों अब हमारे साथ कंपनी के CTO मिस्टर विवेक जी है. आज हम इनसे अब जानेंगे कंपनी के प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज के बारे में. हमने ऑलरेडी बिजनेस और इंडस्ट्री का ओवरव्यू एक ले लिया है. विवेक जी, प्लीज़ एक्सप्लेन अस हाउ डू यू फिट इनटू दिस साइबर सिक्योरिटी इकोसिस्टम and what is the solution that you are providing in terms of products and services? Please.
Sure. I will use this chart to explain.
Please.
Okay. So if you take cybersecurity as a domain, there are multiple parts which function together to give you the security that Saravanan sir just explained to you.
ठीक है.
Information security.
ठीक है.
The information which is data. It can be corporate data, it can be your personal data. How do we secure the data?
Okay.
This. Infra security.
Securing the hardwares, the infrastructure.
Your data is hosted somewhere.
Right.
Your personal data is on your mobile phone.
Correct.
So, ensuring that that data stays safe. Your phone has certain kind of policies, certain kind of security restrictions. You have either a Face ID or a fingerprint. That is part of the infra security that comes in.
So, when you say about security, it is about not preventing it from breaching, right? Or also preventing it from getting corrupt.
So, the primary goal is to prevent it from someone else breaching.
Okay.
Corrupting data can happen because of multiple reasons.
Okay. So, that doesn't come under security.
That doesn't necessarily fall under security if it happens on its own. When a hacker comes in, you would have heard about this ransomware thing from 2016. There they actually corrupt the data.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay. So, if you take ransomware defense as a thing, everyone should know one thing. The goal is not about me saying no one can ever penetrate because that is realistically not possible. They will create new methods. But what we tell our clients also is, sir, I am pretty sure I can promise you, we will not be able to provide 100% security. But the moment one person gets affected, we will ensure it does not spread across your organization.
Understood.
Let's take a bank. There are 10,000 employees.
Okay.
I can protect 9,999 of them. Once that one guy gets compromised, on most scenarios, we try to protect all 10,000. But on certain advanced attacks, what we call as a 0 day. So it is a new thing to the industry itself. No one knows about this attack. Then once that first person gets affected, because we do behavior analysis as well of the users. Okay. So we can protect the remaining 9,999.
Because you can then map the change in the behavior of that particular person.
Yes. You as a person, you wake up every morning. Okay, and you have a specific pattern.
I have a routine to follow.
Yes. Your people who know you well, they'll ask, you look dull today. How do they know?
Because I'm not behaving the way I behave.
Which is exactly what security products also do.
Great.
For every single user, we establish a baseline.
Okay.
Ideally, most of the solutions take 21 days to establish a baseline for you as a user. What is your behavior patterns? Where do you log in from? You're usually logging into your official corporate email from Mumbai or from India. If someone tries from Kenya, it is definitely not you.
So that is a lot of involvement of AI and MI in this.
Yes, AI and machine learning.
So what is the third one?
Third one is your security services.
Okay.
So if you take security services, to be very honest, this was what was cybersecurity. The word caught up very well So everything is now called as cybersecurity. This is actually cybersecurity.
Okay.
Where, you know what hackers do? They try to enter your organization and then they try to extract data.
Correct.
So what these people are called as ethical hackers. They do the same thing. They do the exact same thing and they give you a report saying, how did we enter your organization?
Okay.
What you need to do to resolve this.
So this is a kind of audit.
Exactly.
Right.
We call it as vulnerability assessment and penetration testing.
Okay.
We test from outside, how all can we hack into your organization.
Okay.
Okay. And we give a report saying, this is how we came in, this is what you need to do. Right. And we also do the remediation services for our clients.
So that is, so you first identify the problem.
Yes.
And then you provide the solution.
Correct.
Right? Okay. Next.
Okay. The last one is governance.
Okay.
If you see, we have key regulatory authorities in India.
Right.
All banks and NBFCs are governed by RBI.
RBI, right.
Okay. And there is SEBI, who handles people who operate in the stock market.
Correct.
And there's IRDA for insurance organizations.
Right.
Okay. So there are a set of regulations which our government enforces these organizations to abide by.
Correct.
To ensure safety of both monetary safety of the people as well as the data safety of the people.
Correct.
Okay. So organizations, and if you see every 6 months there is a new circular from each of these organizations saying you have to be this kind of capable. These are the new cybersecurity protocols you have to abide by.
Correct.
If you see, the latest one was from SEBI. So there are certain, it's called as a cyber resilience framework which they have given currently.
Correct.
Okay. So in cyber resilience,
The idea is to protect the interest of all the stakeholders.
yes, the people and the monetary part of it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So we also work with our customers to make them compliant. So
Okay.
there is 100 things that which they need to comply, and out of which 20 things might be from the cybersecurity aspect
Okay.
of it.
Okay.
So those 20 things we work with them and make sure they are compliant with the regulatory norms.
ठीक है. So अभी तक हमको ये समझ में आया. We understood that these are the 4, if I can say, segments.
Yes.
Where you work.
Yes.
Right. Now, what is the product and services that you provide to, say, for example, provide an infra security?
Yes.
So how does Globesecure comes here?
Okay. So we always take a solutioning approach.
Okay.
So I come and meet the customer. I
Right.
understand what is his business.
Right.
Even though cybersecurity is very, very crucial for the organization,
Right.
the most important thing is his business. That is what makes him the money.
Absolutely.
Okay, so cybersecurity.
This is a cost for him.
Yes, this is a cost on which realistically you can't show an ROI.
Right.
But the day you get attacked, everything is gone.
Absolutely.
Okay, we as an industry exist because there is a counterpart to us on the opposite end called as hackers.
Right.
Okay, or these black hats.
Yeah. So you're giving protection from the threat.
Yes.
ठीक है.
There is a threat which exists,
Yeah.
which has become normalcy. We've all accepted to live in that world.
Correct, correct.
So we need a combination of these solutions
Right.
in order for us to ensure holistic security, what we call
ठीक
it
है.
as.
ठीक है.
Okay. So you take infosec alone.
Right.
Depends on where the information is hosted.
Right.
So broad categorization, I'll give you application security,
हाँ.
and you have your cloud security.
Right. So is this a service or a product?
It's a combination.
It's a combination.
It's
so
a
where do you-
solution, what we call it as.
Okay. So a solution that you provide is a combination of a product and a service.
Correct.
And you're not a developer of the product, so you source it from somewhere
Correct.
and you sell the product.
So for, let's say for an example, on cloud application security,
Right.
there are going to be 5 vendors
Right.
for, let's say 3 vendors in this scenario,
Right.
for a technology called WAF, Web Application Firewall.
ठीक है.
Okay. See, there's no product which is bad.
Okay.
Every product is the best product for a particular kind of use case.
ठीक है.
Okay, what is the application you host? What is the kind of security I need to give you?
Right.
Based on that,
You choose the vendor and
solution-
suggest them.
Yes, because they have certain key capabilities.
Right.
Okay, that might be product A. Product A is very good at e-commerce websites.
Okay.
Securing e-commerce applications.
ठीक है.
Okay. Product B might be good at banking.
Okay.
Okay. And product C would be very good at securing organizations whose application mostly depends on third-party applications.
Got it.
Okay.
And you take that decision, which one is better for that particular company.
Yes. For that particular customer, what is the best solution I can give?
Right. And then you recommend that particular product and you earn money, which will come later on with when we speak with the CEO. And you earn money by selling that product to that particular, because it is manufactured by
Not
somebody
just by selling the product, we also do the implementation.
else. Okay.
And there's 2 types after which we manage.
So that is the after sale service. I mean,
it's part of the package.
It's part of
in
the
some scenarios, if it's a very complex technology or a new to market technology, and we have an expert,
Right.
either we do a remote support, which can be 8/5 or 24/7,
ठीक है.
or we also do managed services, where we take ownership of that particular segment of your organization. WAF is our responsibility.
I understand.
If we will deploy the right resources, if in case he is sick today, we will give a replacement so that your operation is not hindered at any case.
Right. So if I talk about these four segment, the three segment, this is where you find provide a solution, which is a mixture of a service and a product of a third party.
All four also.
Of four also.
Yes.
But here you do audits. So
Not
you earn.
just audits, here also.
Yeah.
If SEBI says these are the solutions you need to have, or this is the kind of security you need to provide,
Okay.
there are certain products that these organizations have to buy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you, if I can call a distributor, or you source it from the original.
Yes, from the
equipment- OEMs, and then you provide them.
Correct.
And you also provide a maintenance. You earn revenue through the maintenance service that you provide.
Yes, management services.
Management services. Tell me, let us know a little bit more about this.
Okay, so all four of these, we either sell the products and do break fixes alone,
Okay.
or we also do managed services.
Okay.
See, it might be either because they are not able to find the right people,
ठीक है.
or because them as an organization, they will have one person for that particular technology.
ठीक है.
If he leaves, by the time his notice period is done, they have to find a replacement.
Right.
Whereas I am servicing maybe 30, 50 customers, correct? So I will have at least 5 to 6 experts sitting in hand.
Okay.
So in those scenarios, even if one of my employees leaves, I have 4 more people as backup who will still be able to ensure that my client's business day to day doesn't get impacted.
ठीक है.
Okay, so we do managed services
Okay.
on all 4 of this.
Okay.
Okay, so information, if you take broadly, we do it into cloud and application security. And infrastructure, this is the most common ones, which you would see in movies also. I am breaking into the firewall.
Right.
Okay, so there's firewalls, and we also deliver the infrastructure part of it. Infrastructure part of it is the networking components.
Correct.
But apart from that, let's say you have COVID. COVID changed a lot of things, because if you know, until then, work from home was illegal in India.
Right.
There was a circular which was given out saying, yes, you can now work from home. So once you start working from home, me putting a firewall inside the office doesn't make sense for me.
Right. So you need to put it in my
on the cloud.
On the on
So
the cloud.
by default, you work from Andhra Pradesh, you work from Maharashtra, you work from Kashmir, you still connect to a singular location.
Correct. So Vivek ji, my last question to you in this space regarding the product and services is, domestic market को analyze करते हुए, where do you think is the maximum scope or the maximum threat lies in terms of the products and services that you are providing?
Okay. So securing the people's data, or you're talking about the corporates?
Where is the maximum opportunity?
Maximum opportunity for us as an organization.
Yeah.
See, most of organizations like us, if you ask us, or even the OEMs,
Right.
cybersecurity is still in the B2B space.
Yes.
We are not able to take it directly to the
B2C.
customers.
We do not find, as a customer, we do not find it very much
The
necessary.
last time when a cybersecurity product was used by anyone was buying an antivirus.
Yeah.
Correct? You bought an antivirus,
Yeah.
post which you do not buy anything.
Right.
And if you are mostly using your laptops, it comes with a built-in antivirus which they themselves claim. It can be Mac, it can be Windows, it can be Linux. They themselves claim it is good enough for a home user.
Right.
Okay. So why that transition happened is, what do you do with your laptop? You access a particular application.
Correct.
Or your mobile phone.
Right.
You access food delivery applications. Those applications are responsible for securing the data. Okay. They are responsible for securing your personal information.
Correct.
If you see, even recently, our government has said +160 will be the prefix for the people who call from customer centers.
Right.
So that they try to avoid scams as well.
Right.
Okay. Where we see the highest growth as a market is in the cloud and application space.
ठीक है.
Because see, applications, they are integrable. What do I mean by integrable is, you would have all heard this word API.
Right.
So API is where I have one application.
Right.
Okay. I can have any ticket booking application.
Right.
Okay. I will have to integrate with IRCTC. This medium is API.
Right. So this is done at the back end of the.
Yes, because applications are also service applications.
Right.
You can go to irctc.com and book.
Right. Like the best example would be the payment
Payment gateways, yes.
Payment gateways. Yeah. because that is how we integrate with our website. And
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay, so anything you buy online, you are directed to a different application.
Correct.
One of your UPI applications, you are redirected over there.
Right.
This transaction happens over what we call as API.
Right.
There is data that I request and data I upload over there.
Correct.
So securing that is going to be the most critical part. So we have started forming strategic partnerships with OEMs who specialize in application and API security.
Okay.
Apart from an advanced let's say an advancement in the existing cloud security, which is CSPM, Cloud Security Posture Management.
Okay.
Okay. Apart from securing individual components in your cloud, we also see overall how is your posture. Is your entire cloud in a way that it is secure, or are there certain loopholes within your cloud infrastructure?
Understood.
Okay. So this is where we see the market heading, and Globesecure has already strategically aligned with OEMs who specialize in such technologies.
So this is where you will take, I mean, cybersecurity will become a B2C product.
Cybersecurity is actually B2C.
Apart from the
All
antivirus, they are not using
applications
anything.
that you use,
Yeah.
at the back end, we are anyway securing it.
Oh.
You use smartphones, so you are using Gmail.
Right.
Most of you use Gmail.
Right.
Every time you try to log into a new device, you get a pop-up message.
Yeah.
That is part of. There's a push notification from Google saying,
Yeah.
approve, and there's a number 87,
Right,
93.
right,
you have to
right.
click on the right number.
Yeah.
You're already part of the environment. It is just that you don't have to invest.
Right.
Organizations invest mainly because of the regulators enforcing them and the upcoming DPDP acts.
So going ahead, you are expecting we as individual user or customers will be buying cybersecurity products to secure our maybe a mobile, computer or email or anything that we use, or even a social media handle that we are handling?
Okay, very good question.
Yeah.
Not exactly buying. You can still integrate your current social media profile to have a multi-factor authentication.
Yeah, that is being provided by the social media platform.
No, you can use those from other third party as well.
Oh.
Microsoft has it, which is free. You just
Okay.
have to scan the QR code.
Yeah.
It works.
Achha.
Google has it. You scan the QR code. And apart from that, there are many vendors who provide it. That is still open source. Where end people or customers might come into investing is when beyond a point, a lot of these scams are happening over phone calls. Or they click on multiple links. If there is a solution which can ensure on the end people's mobile device, anything we click on, because corporate devices are secured.
Correct.
You cannot just click on any link, it will not even open. If you are able to replicate that for the common people, then common people will also be interested in buying cybersecurity solutions.
Great. So I got a very good idea today. Now I can at least understand what cybersecurity is. So that was very insightful. Thank you for giving us your time. We'd now like to talk about the business, I mean, in terms of the vision and the future growth of the business. So we'd like to meet your CEO and then take this forward.
Perfect.
Thank you for being with us. Thank you for giving.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So फ्रेंड्स, अभी चलते हैं, मिलते हैं कंपनी के सीईओ से और जानते हैं आगे कंपनी का क्या विजन है और कंपनी कैसे आगे क्या सोच रही है, कहाँ इसको ले जाना चाहती है। तो चलिए चलते हैं। So, दोस्तों, हमने कंपनी के बिजनेस के बारे में जाना, एक इंडस्ट्री का ओवरव्यू लिया और विवेक जी ने हमें बताया कि वो क्या क्या प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज देते हैं। अब एक लार्जर पिक्चर लेते हैं कंपनी के बारे में, आगे का विजन के बारे में, और इसके लिए हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं कंपनी के सीईओ शाहजहां जी। सर बताइए, व्हाट इज़ द विजन ऑफ द कंपनी नेक्स्ट 5 years में, वेयर डू यू सी योर कंपनी गोइंग?
Right. So our vision is to be a global leader in cybersecurity.
Okay.
And we want to enable the businesses in the country today and globally to be able to do their digital operations in a very secure manner. Okay. So that is what we want to achieve through our products and services that we offer in the market today. And if you look at our current journey, where we see ourselves in the next 5 years, we would be one of the key players offering GRC solutions to the critical segment like the banking, financial segments, and also we would be looking at having a major base for managed SOC in India as well as across the globe.
So, can you give us an idea of the total turnover that you have, of the total top line? How much is it from the products that you resell, and how much from is the services?
So I have recently taken over as the CEO of this organization. A lot of changes that we have been working on, but I'll tell you what we have been doing before I came in. So Globesecure was primarily a product company, and our major contribution on the revenue was coming from the products. So we were doing almost 95% of the business through our products, through our large OEM connections, strategic partnerships with the largest security providers across the globe. And 5% of the business was our implementation and support services, where we were taking this product to the customers and providing them annual maintenance and services for these products. Yeah, so that was a very simple split up. What has changed now is in the last quarter, we have built a service division where we are already talking to customers. We've already acquired some customers where we are providing them pure professional services, which are businesses where we have a maximum bottom line, and where we are investing in terms of people, certifications, training centers. So that is the next expansion that we are moving into.
So the mixture is going to change going ahead, right?
Yeah, so the mix will be substantially changing from the next financial year and going forward. So what we are projecting from the next year is going to be like a shift from product
to the services.
Coming from 95 to close to 85% would be from the product side. About 15% of our revenue will be coming from various services that we'll be offering, including training, including the managed services, managed SOC, GRC consultancy services, and our audit services. So that will be almost like 15%, which is a huge amount in terms of the bottom line that we are trying to target there.
And so since you have taken up this role, what are the other changes that the company has made, which is making you believe कि जो आगे इतने दिनों में नहीं हुआ, आने वाले दिनों में हो जाएगा?
Yeah, that's a very good question, but I think the very right person for this kind of a question would be Mr. Ragavan, who is our MD, and I would like to take you to him so that you can have a further conversation.
Sure. So it was pleasure talking to you.
Thank you
so much for your time. Thank you. Let's go to our MD. So दोस्तों, अब हमारे साथ ज्वाइन किए कंपनी के मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर और चेयरमैन राघवन जी। हमने कंपनी के बारे में बाकी सब तो समझ लिया, अब सिर्फ इतना समझना है कि सर क्या आप अलग कर रहे हैं कंपनी में, और क्यों आपको लग रहा है कंपनी में आने वाले दिनों में ग्रोथ होने वाला है, जैसा कि आपके CEO ने कहा।
पहले बिजनेस पे है ना, 2 S होता है, ठीक है, वन इज सस्टेनेबिलिटी, अनदर वन इज स्केलेबिलिटी। ओके, सो हम लोग 2016 में स्टार्ट किया है, 2022 तक सस्टेन किया है। 2022 में हम लोग लिस्टिंग किया है स्केलेबिलिटी के लिए, ठीक है, तो स्केलेबिलिटी
इतना दिन सस्टेन कर रहे हैं,
सस्टेन कर रहा है। सो स्केलेबिलिटी के लिए पैसा चाहिए, एंड आपको स्केल करना है तो सो 2 जगह पे राइज करेगा, इधर डेट और इधर इक्विटी। तो हम लोग इक्विटी चूज किया है। Within 1 year, we bagged an order from BSNL, 80 crore का order है, one of biggest order thing, वो execution शुरू हो गया है। After that scale करने के लिए आपको लोग चाहिए, end of the day, and you have to have expertised people. As cyber security आज आप सब जगह पे देख सकता है, attacks तो होता है, so हम लोग stop कर नहीं सकता है, वो OEM का है, but हम लोग तो alert कर सकता है भाई
या तुम्हारा थ्रेट है,
थ्रेट है, वो अटैक होने वाला है। तो उसके लिए फॉर एग्जांपल एनी बैंक्स है, वो खुद का काम नहीं है, वो ऑलवेज आउटसोर्स करता है।
करेक्ट।
सो उसके लिए लोग भी चाहिए, सो यू हैव टू एंटर इनटू मैनेज सर्विसेज बिजनेस। सो वी आर एंटर्ड इनटू मैनेज सर्विसेज, ठीक है, सो सून वी विल बिकम अ सर्टेन एम्पैनल्ड आल्सो, ठीक है। इसमें ग्रोथ का डिमांड बहुत ज़्यादा है, ओके, एंड supply is very small, skilled labors which we used to say, it's very small है। so वो gap हम लोग अभी fill कर रहा है,
okay,
so वो filling में क्या होता है, growth बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, that is the main thing which we are right now doing।
so आपने मैन पावर में अपना चेंजेस लाया है, हायर कर रहे हैं,
getting quality people inside,
okay,
so for example CEO has joined, he came with the experience of 30 years in the industry। So we have our own CEO and we have included a new CTO.
Okay.
He has almost managed a business worth of 500 crores. खुद का recently a company भेजा है $35 million का। So वो लोग तो अंदर आ रहा है end of the day. So scalability तो बहुत ज़्यादा होगा soon।
एक सवाल, अंतिम सवाल, आपका प्रोमोटर शेयर होल्डिंग बहुत कम है, क्या रीज़न है? मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा आपने डाइल्यूट कर दिया।
After starting the company in 2016,
ठीक है,
when we are private limited itself, we started to dilute. Dilution में क्या हुआ है? We got quality people inside. So after that one listing में हमारे पास तो 64% था.
Before listing आपके
Before
पास
listing में हमारे पास तो 64% था. So after that it came to recently rights issue आया है. मैं भी सब्सक्राइब किया है.
आपने भी इन्फ्यूज किया
10 करोड़ का, बट मेरा कैपेसिटी उसका ऊपर नहीं है. So हम लोग when we company gets pushed up higher returns आने के बाद हम लोग भी हमारा increase कर देगा तुरंत.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग योर टाइम एंड टू योर एंटायर टीम. आपने अपने बिजनेस को बहुत अच्छे से हमको बताया. आशा करता हूँ हमारे दर्शकों को आपके बिजनेस के बारे में और बेहतर तरीके से पता चलेगा. थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विद अस. थैंक यू सो मच. सो दोस्तों, ये थे राघवन जी और हमने अभी बात की इनके बिज़नेस के बारे में. आशा करता हूँ आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा. अंत तक जरूर देखने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. ऐसे ही हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिए. चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा. वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक शेयर कीजिए. नीचे व्हाट्सएप का लिंक है, क्लिक करके हमारे साथ जुड़ जाइए. फिर मिलते हैं एक नई कंपनी के साथ एक नई शहर में. तब तक अलविदा. थैंक यू. नमस्कार.